Welcome to the Best Friends podcast. I'm Aaron Martinez, and with me in the studio is
Ian Martinez.
Thank you for guest hosting this week. I appreciate your time.
It's my pleasure.
Season 1, episode 15. Go ahead and give me an episode summary.
Episode summary: Chandler quits his job, Monica gets an audition, and Ross talks dirty.
My summary is the Mons. Monkey Monica Money. This isn't a recap show, so throw all that away. This show is about who is the best friend of the Friends series. How do we determine this? Scientifically. We'll have the friendship rubric based on the 4 pillars of friendship. Go ahead and tell me what those 4 pillars are.
Those 4 pillars are honesty, kindness,
Right.
fairness,
For sure.
and loyalty.
Probably the most important.
You know, I was really thinking about it just as you were speaking. This show is really more about the 4 pillars of friendship. I mean, that's kind of the star. I mean, I'm glad that there is a show that exists called Friends, which we get to sort of showcase those 4 pillars on. But I really think it's about the 4 pillars of friendship first and foremost.
Right. I agree with you.
Scientific method second.
Correct. So let's take a look.
Friends third.
How we'll go through this, we'll look at each individual character and we'll rate them based on the 4 pillars. Each pillar has 4 distinct options under them. Go ahead and play along at home. If you have your phone handy, we've actually made some pamphlets too if you want to take them on the go. So we're going to start off with Chandler. Under honesty, go ahead and tell me the 4 options.
Right. 4 options for honesty here. Lies most of the time. Lies sometimes. Consistently tells the truth. Always tells everyone the truth.
And, you know, a lot of people think you only have 4 options. There's got to be some gray area.
Right. The middle part would be gray.
Yeah, they're saying lie sometimes and consistently tells the truth. That means that they lie in truth sometimes.
It's the degrees of which they lie.
Right. It's very distinct to me.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, Chandler.
Chandler had the biggest journey on this one in this episode. You know, I mean, he quits his job. He's offered a promotion.
I like the
quits
word
his
you
job.
used. I like the word you used.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Chandler.
Okay. He's offered a promotion, quits his job, goes on and try to figure out what he wants to do because he doesn't want to be a slave to the almighty dollar. Honesty on this one. I mean, like I said, it's really about his.
He's telling the truth to himself. And if you can tell the truth to yourself.
But is he though?
Well, you know, maybe he is about money. What else does Chandler have? I mean, he's not an actor.
You know what?
He's not a chef.
He's got to have some money though. He can afford a lot of pockets.
Oh man, thank you. We're gonna do a pocket watch.
I mean, my God,
that's the first time I've ever seen 2 pockets on a male shirt.
I mean, it was a little more. I'm kind of familiar. I'm 15 years older than you are, so it's like I kind of knew that time. I was more familiar with the double pocketed shirt.
And they were angled too.
They were angled. They had buttons on each pocket on his shirt had buttons. They were deep.
Yeah.
They're deep pockets.
I mean, yeah. In the military, you called your shirt your blouse, and they have pockets on both sides.
This like he had a saddlebag on his chest.
Man.
Okay, but how does that impact his honesty?
Consistently tells the truth.
Well, yes. No, I'm going to go with lies sometimes. Because you know what? He does tell the lies to himself, I feel like.
I think he came around to find the truth in himself.
Ah, damn it. I think you're right. But you know what? I already locked it in. I said lies sometimes.
Yeah. Philosophically, you can't change it.
Well, I mean, scientifically, I can't change it. Philosophically, I can do whatever I want.
Kindness.
Thank you very much.
Give me the 4 options for kindness.
4 options for kindness are rude or mean most of the time. That's the bad one. Rude or mean sometimes. Always kind. Is kind to everyone all the time. You know, it's kind of funny because that 3rd option says always kind, which you look up the definition, it means you're always kind. But then the best option is kind to everyone all the time.
Right. Here's the distinction
I guess always didn't cover it.
Thank you for interrupting. But here's what I was going to say. Is always kind within the friends, and then is always kind to everyone all the time, meaning, if there's a waitress, if there's a bus attendant. So, those outside people outside the group.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's definitely not in the wording. So, I mean, but I appreciate you.
I think it is when it says everyone everyone.
Yeah, you're kind of extrapolating something I don't think is actually, but that's fine. So kindness, Chandler.
Was he rude or mean to people? I mean, I guess he put Rachel down a little bit because she didn't have anything to.
Was he putting her down though? She kind of interjected. He's trying to talk about himself, and that's not a self-centered way. They're asking him what's wrong. He's trying to explain himself. Rachel tries to turn the conversation about her.
You're right. Let's turn this back around on Rachel.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you. Could I just have a minute to talk about myself and my problems? It's not always about you.
Always kind.
Always kind.
Fairness.
Fairness. We have 4 choices. Always one's own way, even at the expense of others. That's the bad one. Sometimes insists on having own way, even if it isn't fair to others. I didn't just say the same thing twice.
Yeah,
okay, those were 2 very different things.
Very, very distinct.
Is always fair. Again, there's that word always. And the best option, better than being always fair, is fair to everyone all the time in every situation.
I see a very clear distinction. Thank you for going through this.
I get it.
I think he's always fair in every situation. Okay.
Well, I mean, he did sneak up on Joey and Ross when they were, dirty talking and stuff like that.
And we'll get to the dirty talk
right now.
Yeah, we'll get to it. It was very, very mild dirty talk.
But was it a fair thing? You know what? I mean,
it's his place.
Yeah, it's his place.
They're doing it out in the living room.
Yeah.
If you wanted privacy, yeah, you have your place, but then you have to, be respectful of other people that live there. I'm going to say is always fair.
Yeah, I'm going to say is always fair.
Loyalty. Go and give me the 4 choices.
Oh, yes. Never admits to being my friend.
Which is the worst?
That's the worst one. Can turn against me if others do.
That's the second worst one.
Yeah, it sounds just as bad. Well, no, I mean, not just as bad. Never admits to being my friend. Why is that even an option? I mean, anyway, sticks by, I'm sorry. Okay, so the third one, sticks by even when others don't. And the best one is always sticks by friends and family.
Yeah, always sticks by friends and family.
Yeah, he always sticks by friends and family.
All right, so go ahead and lock that in at home. Click submit. Joey is next up.
Yeah, Joey. Now we're going to go back to honesty here. How does he rank? Not going to go through the 4 choices again.
Does he always tell the truth? I think, he's very truthful with Ross, telling him what he needs to do. But is that honesty or is that fairness or loyalty? He helps out Ross here in this episode.
Is that all Joey's? That's Joey's journey, basically, in this one. He doesn't really have anything else to do.
Well, what he has to do is be the best friend.
He tastes Monica's.
Remember, it's not all about having a
salmon
journey.
Mousse.
Oh yeah,
that's not a euphemism.
I wish it was. I mean, it can be.
So honesty.
Always tells the truth to everyone. Always tells everyone the truth.
Yeah.
Kindness.
Even when he doesn't understand it, he didn't understand the salmon mousse, but he tried his best. And then when pressed on it, he had to tell her the truth. Like, hey, look, I don't know what the difference is.
True.
Kindness
is always kind to everyone. It's kind to everyone all the time.
Well,
yeah, think about that one.
Yeah, who's he? What did he?
And again, he's very kind to Ross. He's opening himself up. He's like, hey, let's take a look.
Maybe you're right. It's kind to everyone all the time.
He's a big champion for Ross.
He is.
Telling him about the monkey, how it's going to be a closer for his date. And then the dirty talk, he, really helps him with that. Lets Ross express himself.
Yeah. It's kind to everyone all the time. Why not?
Fairness.
Fairness.
I guess you could say, is it fair to Chandler to dirty talk in the living room?
I think the better question is it unfair?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's unfair.
No, I said, is it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say he's always fair.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give him the best one. I don't know why. I don't know what's holding me back.
Well, science. Loyalty. Always sticks by friends and family.
Sure does.
All right, so go ahead and lock that in. Monica, honesty.
Monica, honestly, looks like a damn angel, really. There's this moment where she sort of put her hands in her hair and sort of pushed her hair back. I was like, My God.
I mean,
angel on
yeah,
earth here.
I didn't think she had arms. I thought they were wings.
Yeah, I know. All right.
Ah, that's a good one. Let's try again.
Okay.
Oh,
All right, there we go.
I think she always tells the truth to everyone because, Rachel just sticks her big fat face and
God, dude, careful. Okay, well, yeah. All right.
Monica has this big deal, this big dinner.
Yeah, she's got this. She's going to cook a meal. She's going to audition for this restaurant owner. And so she wants to hire a waitress to help her out that night. Rachel, who's the worst waitress in history and has only been doing it for a couple of months, for some reason feels like she's entitled to do that and tries to push her way in there.
Very rude. But let's get back to Monica. But Monica does tell Rachel the truth, like,
yeah,
I need someone like this. And, and she does tell Phoebe, like, hey, I'm a chef too. This is what because, going back to the episode, this isn't a summary show.
Yeah.
Phoebe offers a head chef role to Chandler because Chandler needs it. And we'll get to Phoebe.
Right.
Which was very kind of her. And
that was very kind of her.
And sweet and honest.
And fair. Wasn't fair, actually. That was the only thing it wasn't. I don't know why we did that.
I think in her view, it was fair because one person has a job, one person doesn't have a job. Wait. Yeah.
Honestly, consistently
tells the truth. I feel like we've been on this one for maybe 6 minutes.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with that. I mean, it's more time talking about somebody I care about.
Yeah. Again, gorgeous.
Yeah, really.
Spirit, smile. I don't know, like just the darkness of her hair is just perfect.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, it feels like if I could just stare at it and just fall into space, like Clooney. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm getting a little poetic.
Kindness.
Kindness.
I think she's always kind, even though she, part of being kind is telling the truth and being honest with your friends. And I think she's kind, always kind.
Always kind. Yeah, yeah. I mean, no matter how much Rachel tries to bait her into doing something else, she's always kind.
True. Fair.
Fair? I'm going to say she's always fair, too.
I don't know. Is she fair to everyone in every situation?
Well, that's what I'm going to go is always fair. I mean, in every situation, it's hard to cover those bases.
It is hard, but should we not strive and talk scientifically right now to figure out, was she fair? Was she fair to Rachel?
No.
Okay.
I mean, no. Okay, look, I don't care if she was fair to when it comes down to it, nobody cares. But was it fair? I mean, she was fair to Rachel. I'm just saying, I just can't put her at the top,
Yeah.
Because it seems like she would have offered that job to Rachel. If she was that good of a person, she would have offered it to Rachel.
All right.
Just without being asked to. Loyalty.
Always sticks by friends and family.
Yeah, she sure does.
Yep. And then the special category, the most angelic. There's only one option. Yes.
Yeah, it's just a yes or no. That's strange, isn't it?
Yeah. Going to the next. Go ahead and submit your scores for that one. Phoebe's next. Honesty. Consistently tells the truth.
Consistently tells the truth. What does she have to lie about?
Nothing. I mean, she has a client that needs a head chef. Phoebe has a very special view of the world. So if she sees someone with a job versus no job, it doesn't matter to her if someone's a chef or not.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and it's somebody that sort of level-headedness and just, you're right. That approach is I'm not getting the word that I really want to use.
No, but keep going for the words that don't.
Can't.
Okay.
Consistently tells the truth.
Could.
I think she consistently tells the truth. So far as her honesty goes.
Yeah.
Actually, does she always tell everyone the truth?
I think so.
Oh, damn. I already hit consistently tells the truth,
Yeah, you did.
I can't go back and change my answer.
Kindness. It's always kind.
Yeah. Yeah, she kind of proves that in the first scene. I mean, let's go back. This one kind of falls into this fairness question. I'm going to say she's fair to everyone all the time in every situation.
You're right.
Because the first scene, she's offering Chandler the job as head chef because he's come out and said, I've just quit my job. I want to find something, that I'm passionate about. And even though she knows Monica's the chef, She keeps wanting to offer it. That is a good thing to do.
It's a very, very good thing.
If you're just being objective, that would be the most fair thing to do.
I agree.
Um,
It's fair to everyone, every situation, all the time.
I think so.
Loyalty.
She always sticks by friends and family.
You know what? I'm about to say she always sticks by friends and
Whoa,
family.
whoa. Yeah, be worried.
All right. So, we just got done with the P.
I know. Does the air taste weird?
I feel like, like,
I feel like a battery in my mouth or something.
when you're about to throw up, like you
Nah.
get those few moments beforehand, you feel something bad.
I'm not kidding. I feel like my eyes are sweating.
Yeah. That's what happens when we get past P, because you know who we have left. Audience, go ahead and say with us, Rachel,
The double R's.
and Ross.
Right.
Thank you. All right. So Rachel, honesty.
Honestly, is there an option for biggest?
Is there an option for biggest?
Honesty. What? Okay. I don't know if this isn't really the category to nail her on.
But let's go ahead and talk about it right now. Anyways,
Honesty,
she's
though.
a jerk.
Jerk? Yes. Is she an honest jerk, though?
Here's something, like, she's not being honest to herself.
That's usually the one that we dig people the most on. we're harder when people aren't honest to themselves. They could go without telling a lie the whole time, but if there's
everyone,
something, but if we feel like they've betrayed their own personal beliefs,
She didn't even betray her own beliefs because she thinks she deserves everything.
yeah. But I mean, I think in this category, she's gonna get what she's got coming to her. But in this category, honesty, consistently tells the truth.
Oh, you talked me into it.
I don't like having to look. I don't like it any more than,
All right,
than
kindness,
anybody.
rude or mean sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. No, I didn't mean to use that word.
Again, this goes back to her and
It's a bad
Monica
word.
and being the waitress.
Yeah,
And then, okay, so Monica has something planned. Like, listen, it's very hard to live with somebody and work with somebody and be friends with somebody.
right.
And Rachel is just abusing her friends.
Yeah,
So she's living with her friend who she didn't invite to her wedding. And now she expects her to give her a job.
yeah. Do you notice that the cold open was super bizarre? It was like 5 seconds. It was just enough to establish that Rachel is a terrible waitress because she puts a pencil in Monica's cider.
And whose drink was it? Monica's. Like, did she mess up anyone else's?
Yeah, and then she takes the cinnamon stick from behind her and drops. It's like that was just rubbing against your head.
Yeah.
And then the next day, she can't figure out why she's not qualified to be a waitress at this very important audition that Monica has.
Yeah, it goes back to being honest to herself.
What the hell? So definitely.
Okay, the part I was getting to, the point. Monica needs help because the waitress she hires dips out.
That's what happens
And
in the episode.
Rachel, be as she may,
Yeah.
is very petty.
And the heartbreakers.
She's about to just walk out.
Yeah.
And then she makes her do double the amount that she was going to pay the other girl.
Yeah. And I mean, and Monica even says, hey, I put a roof over your head, you ungrateful person.
It doesn't affect her.
And she says, I took you in when nobody else would.
Doesn't affect her.
And then she still has to pay her double. Not a good friend.
Not a good friend.
Kindness.
Rude or mean sometimes. We already just had that.
Rude mean
Fairness.
most of the time. I didn't clock it. I'm going to give her the worst one. Because like I said, she also interrupted Chandler by trying to interject her own business on top of
true.
his.
Well, fairness, I'm going to put always one's own way, even at the expense of others. Because she does.
At the literal expense of
Of
others. Yes. Okay. Well, it's definitely got to be that one.
Oh, yeah.
She extorts her own friend, the person who took her, and she extorts her.
Yeah.
I hate her. So does everybody else. Everybody else I've talked to.
We keep getting your letters.
Yeah.
Snail mail. Thank you for sending them in. We understand, Rachel.
I won't read emails.
Well, you have that software that reads them to you.
Yeah.
All right, loyalty.
Oh.
She turns her back on Monica for a second.
You're right.
You
She
know?
clearly knows that Monica needs help.
Yeah.
Is in a bind. Oh boy, this is a toughie. Because I'm always pretty lenient on this one. But you're right. It's going to make me...
I almost say can turn against me. Yeah.
In this one, she kind of demonstrates that quality. You're right. I won't tank her on this one. I won't torpedo her completely.
Even though she's already done it to herself, I'm going to be more kind than Rachel is.
Yeah, it can turn against me if others do. She's not a good person.
All right, go ahead and submit. All right, next. Oh, man, how long do we spend on that one?
Oh, God. I'm sorry. Yeah, Ross.
There's still one more. Ross.
Yay.
I feel like every time we get to a character, we get like a little mini summary. And in this one, it's with this monkey and the bug lady.
Right. He has to talk. Yeah, he takes Jan out. Jan from The Office, Melora Hardin.
Yeah, but that's not her name.
She's a sweetheart.
Total sweetheart.
Yeah, I love her. So does everybody else I've talked to.
Yeah, all your emails.
The regular mail.
Yeah, that's true. We have emails and we print them out and we send them.
He takes her out.
Here's something I don't like about Ross. Like, how does he keep getting set up with all these beautiful, intelligent...
Not to mention gorgeous.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I almost forgot that one.
Intellectual.
Yeah.
Smart. If you just want to put it that way.
Like every episode is just like, oh.
Yeah. I like, listen, there aren't a lot of ladies lining up to go out this squished banana known as Ross. Okay. I mean, how, what the hell is this? For some reason, he just gets an opportunity to piss one away every week. Okay, God. Honesty. Ross, okay, Ross can't talk dirty to this woman. He consistently tells, I don't know what he actually lied about, because it's an embarrassing thing, but he still told Joey about it.
Right. Kindness. Oh, man.
Ruder means sometimes. I mean, he's kind of, Joey's putting it out there. Joey's willing to go along with it. He's kind of slapping it back to Joey,
Yeah, I'm going to say always kind.
Whoa.
I really want to tank him just because it's Ross.
I did Ruder mean sometimes. You're right. Maybe I'm being a little harsh.
No, but that's totally fine. That's scientific. Fairness. Is he always fair, or does he insist on having his own way?
Nah, he doesn't actually do that. It's not, Joey's trying to help. He's not inflicting anything on Joey.
Yeah.
He's always fair.
Loyalty.
Yeah, he sticks. Always sticks
with
with
friends and family. Okay. Go ahead and click next, everyone. All right, so go ahead, tabulate those. Keep them, throw them away, but make sure they're not shredded. Do we have a Gunther watch?
Gunther is missing.
Yeah. All right, good. Thank you for that. Next part of our show is our best friend ranking, where we take our best friends, or we take our friends, we rank them from 1 to 6, from worst to best or best to worst.
Does anybody know what that collar is called? The one that they wear a lot of. The one that doesn't have a, it's like a button at the top.
Yeah, the guy, the guy from Temple of Doom wore it.
I guess so.
The Maharaja? No, not the Maharaja.
Well, I don't think anybody's named that.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's something important. If you guys could write in, tell us what that collar is. You know what we're talking. Just watch the episode. You already did.
Yeah, it's almost like
It's a tunic. Is that what it's called?
Tunic. It's almost like it's not, it puffs up sort of like a priest collar, but
a little bit
single.
I was like, something. Why do I want to say the Mandarin? Is that something? Guys, help.
Go ahead. Send us some mail. We'll get it in 12 to 14 days. All right, go ahead. Let's do our best friend ranking. You want to start from the top or the bottom?
I think we're going to start from the top here on this one.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm going to change it up a little bit.
Who's your number one? Who's your best friend of the episode? Go.
Phoebe.
Yeah, I want to say Joey. It's so hard. Phoebe does the job, which is a bigger thing.
She is the one responsible she offers a job to Chan Man.
You know what she does? She offers the job.
Yeah. And then she gets it. Then she sets up Monica Man with it. And then
do you know what she does after that? She sets up Monica.
Yeah. Jon Lovitz gets a standing O in this. I don't get that.
Yeah.
It's a different time. It's a different time. The world was different. So Phoebe is number one for sure. For sure.
Number 2, Joey.
Joey doesn't have to do this stuff with Ross. Joey won't give up on Ross. This hopeless case, know? This melting,
Banana.
Yeah, I was like, oh, don't say banana again. This melting candy bar on a sidewalk. He just won't give up on him. So Joey, out of the kindness of his big dumb heart, keeps going.
Number 3, for me, Monica. She gives the job to Rachel.
Oh my God, Monica should have been up there. You know what? You're right. She does. She's definitely number 3.
Yeah,
she barely missed out on being number 2.
She really did. I mean, here's what my thinking is: Phoebe definitely, because she gave the job So, and then Joey for doing the dirty talk. And then later on in the episode, out of desperation, she gives the job, which is very kind of her still.
It is still very kind of her. So she doesn't, you're right. It would have been better. It would have been best if she had done it without even being asked.
Right.
But, so Monica, yeah, definitely number 3.
Number 4, through no fault of his own, Chandler.
Yeah, Chandler. I mean, he's got his own journey. He doesn't really hurt anybody on this one.
He's figuring himself out.
He's trying to figure himself out.
You know what he's doing? He's on a journey of self-discovery.
You know what he's trying to find? It's Chandler.
Being. Number 5. I
gotta go.
Yeah, Ross.
I'll be back in a few minutes.
Ross. Just because I know who I want number 6
All right,
to
I'll
be.
finish. That's what that feeling was. I don't actually even have to go. It's just that we got to this point.
Ross. Ross is number 5. Again, if he had turned his back a little bit more on his friends.
Yeah, he's going to be number 5.
But that's only because he's beaten out by the worst in this episode is Rachel.
Rachel, get over yourself, all right? I mean, don't tell me. Don't say like, oh, that's the way the character's supposed to be written.
You tell me, but don't tell me. Yeah.
Right, yeah, don't tell me that.
Yeah, but you tell me what to not tell me.
Right, don't tell me that, oh, the character's supposed to be, that's part of the thing. It's like, stop. You can have a person who's self-centered without making them scum of the earth.
Yeah, and guess what? You're scum of the earth right now.
Exactly.
That's why you're the worst best friend of this episode.
Yeah, and I mean, look, this is another thing about Jennifer Aniston, who, from all accounts, I could tell she's a sweetheart of a person.
Total sweetheart.
And deserves. I mean, she's a wonderful, wonderful human being.
Yeah, when we had lunch just 2 weeks ago.
When you and I had lunch 2 weeks ago, we were talking about Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, exactly.
But she's a wonderful person. So don't take that away from it. Her character is a dirty snake.
All right, so thank you. We just did that. Go ahead and give me your recap. Number 1 through 6.
Number 1 through 6. Number 1, Phoebes. Number 2,
Joey.
E. Number 3, Moniker.
Mons.
Number 4, Chandler.
The Chan bag.
Yeah. Number 5, Ross.
Yeah, I mean, if we had number 99 and 100, that's where they would go. Like, I would put Gunther in front of all these. I would put Alf's dad. Wait, is it Alf's dad?
It is Alf's dad. That guy's a creep, isn't he? I mean, I don't know that for sure, but he's a creep, right?
I think so.
I think he is.
Yeah, I would put.
I think he's dead too, so I hope he is a creep, or else we've just disparaged a dead man.
And I would put like Janice in there. Like, I would put
Janice, the sweetheart. I love Janice.
Oh, I love her. We need to have her watch on her. Jon Lovitz, I would probably put above all these people coming up.
You're right. Well, above these two. Yeah.
Sorry. This is supposed to be a summary. Number 5 is Ross.
Number 5 is Ross. Number 6, I'm just trying to not get to this part. I just don't even want
I don't even want to say her name. Rachel.
That's Rachel.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us. Go ahead and submit so we can have all that data. Again, we appreciate you being here. Thank you for being the guest host. I know you didn't have to do this.
These aren't sound effects either. When you hear us click submit, that's actually us clicking on the computers. Bet you didn't know that.
Yeah. Click, click, click. Those are sound effects.
Well, those are sound effects.
Yeah. But the other ones are not sound effects. Thank you so much. Next week, we'll be back with season 1, episode 16.
Sounds delicious.